Welcome back to episode 31 of the Block Runner podcast. I am your host, William, and the usual suspects are back. Iman and Oscar. Welcome back, guys.
Now we're
What up?
suspects.
We're ready to get saucy on this bitch, dude. We
Yeah.
got a bottle of champagne.
We got a bottle of champagne for several reasons, and we're going to show some of the winners here. I think let's just jump into some of these games, right?
Yeah, man. Okay, last week we covered 20 through 11.
20 through 11, and today I think the winner was chosen
yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
And we saw where we placed, I think the day before. No, two days before. But yeah, so here we go.
Yeah, bust out the list.
So we got this list here, and we placed number 5 on this entire top 20 list.
Is there anything clickable on that list?
Yeah, so here, technically...
Oh, it's just a position?
Yeah. You can copy this and paste it into your browser, and you'll be able to jump in, and anyone can play Pack Runner.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a beta tester or anything.
So to summarize, over 100 submissions, there was around 90 or something.
Yeah,
qualifying
97, something like that.
Qualifying scenes. Yeah, we got 5th.
That's pretty good,
fifth.
man. That's what
Not
I
bad.
said. That's respectable placement right there out of 97 people.
Top
Yeah.
5, yeah.
If we graduated from a high school class
Top
of
5.
97,
Top 5%.
is that top 5? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
What kind of college can I get into with
You
top
can get
5%?
into any college in Texas with top 5%.
Like a public university.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into Harvard, though.
No, definitely not.
Not
The number
top
one,
5.
and maybe the top 3 guys can get into
Yeah,
Ivy League or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
So in a way, we kind of failed.
fuck Harvard.
2 spots
Yeah,
away.
dude, fuck Harvard.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Those guys are all secret society, skull and bones people. Anyways.
The dropouts are the billionaires anyways, right?
That's right.
There you go.
So yeah,
C
we got
students, right? Isn't that the main, if you're a C student, you're a future CEO or something like that?
Oh, for sure.
Like the C students are the ones who run companies and hire the A students or
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's why we're building MetaZone.
Yeah.
Because we're a bunch of C students
We want to get
here.
these A students,
Yeah.
into our platform.
It's kind of happening, man. I feel like we didn't say this, but our Discord has somehow magically turned into the Decel Dream Team.
Yeah,
Who
it
said
is.
that? Who said that?
I think it was Frankie Needles.
Frankie.
Yeah.
What a nice accolade.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty cool.
That's why we're popping bottles today.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. We got lots of reasons to be
Let's
happy.
actually crack this open.
Yeah, may as well.
So the 4th place was actually Mana Fever. That was Pablo Est. He joined our Discord as well, and
There you go.
has been active there.
He's planning on deploying his 4th place, and we're gonna put that indicator on all these metas that get up on there. So if everybody third, second, and first, if you want to be on
That's true.
the MetaZone,
That's true. I think a lot of these could benefit because they're replayable, and we can have them use our pot mechanic so that people come back and play.
yeah, true.
Especially we haven't
First
gone
place?
over it. Yeah, the first place one. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a farming game. What's the most important thing when it comes to farming is like
Replayability.
Land. Well, land, you imagine if somehow. See, I'm not. Yeah, I gotta play it first.
True, you
I'm
haven't
just
played
trying
it
to
yet.
envision if you have a bunch of these farming experiences spread out throughout DCL, they gotta all be connected somehow. As far as they're competing for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
The players are competing to grow the biggest pumpkin in
Yeah.
DCL. Are you about to pop that shit? Yeah, son, give me a fucking heads up, man. Shit.
Oh shit! I didn't
Nice.
think that was gonna.
It's a big ass hole in your roof now.
All right.
nice and fresh.
That's right. Tilt that shit, dude. I don't want all that froth.
You're gonna take that froth.
All right, fine. Oh shit, that looks clean. All right, me first. Oh yeah. Wait, I'll wait for you guys. We're gonna toast to something.
To the future.
Toast to mana.
That smells good.
Yeah, we're rolling in mana now.
There we are.
We gotta figure out what we want to spend it on.
Exactly.
Maybe
We
a
need more options.
maybe a Lamborghini or
More options, yeah.
Thank
Dude,
you.
we're gonna get a
NFT
Lambo.
Lambo, dude.
NFT
Yeah.
Lambo.
Why not?
Yeah, they got all kinds.
Hold
of
on, man. I
cars,
got gypped, dude. You got way more than me. Just give me some more of that shit. Yeah, buddy. There you go.
Top it off.
It's good enough.
All
Yeah, it's
right.
pretty even now.
Dude, when's the last time you guys drank
There's a little bit
champagne?
more. Shit, it's been. Shit, when's the last time we celebrated something?
Probably like fucking New Year's.
Exactly. I think that's the only time I ever drink champagne. It's like a New Year's celebration.
White wine, we had
Yeah.
I had some recently.
All right, so here's to decentralized gaming.
Hell yeah. In a decentralized
universe, decentralized money,
decentralized porn, decentralized everything,
Strip
man.
clubs and
Yeah, dude.
And-
Those polygon titties.
I don't know. We have to mention Satoshi for bringing us together here, I guess.
Do
yeah,
we?
it wouldn't be possible without Satoshi.
Yeah, you're right. All this is Satoshi kickstarted all this, dude.
All right.
Wherever you
The
are.
the OG.
It's not my
It
thing.
tastes like success.
Does it?
It's like,
You can barely talk, dude.
yeah,
The
it's
fuck?
like, it's good. It's good. It's not like,
How long have you had it?
it's not the worst thing. Couple days.
Oh, really?
I just got it.
You got it for the podcast?
Yeah.
Busted it out.
Yeah, we were expecting it at first place.
Yeah, we were expecting first place for sure. But on top of that, this is really to celebrate the success of MetaZone. I
And the
mean,
game jam too.
Game Jam too.
Yeah.
Game jam.
The fact that we're able to attract, good people into Discord and want to build stuff for MetaZone, and
Yeah, we're getting a lot of assistance from outside sources, which is great. Like building up that Discord chat that we have.
yeah,
So-
Lastrom, Frankie, Crunch, all contributing. I mean,
yeah, and it makes sense because right now, anybody that uploads a meta, like they have to wait for us to like prepare it and deploy it. So anything that they can help with, it eliminates that risk that anybody after that, if they submit something, it'll be auto deployed, auto prepared.
and not only that, we're developing smart contracts too, so that nobody has to trust what we're doing.
Just
can
fucking
go and
crazy, man.
Verify that for themselves.
Yeah.
So we're making some progress, dude.
And we're thinking about doing NFTs as well for any
Yeah.
purchase. Like if you buy a meta and you put it on your land, like that's an NFT that you can eventually.
You see what you started, Iman?
We're like an accidental crypto team.
Yeah,
Nobody intended
got it
for
all.
this to happen.
We did not intend for this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, all we wanted to do is like, we should allow people to deploy the block runner on their land.
Yeah.
And it turned into this
Well, it's 'cause-
creation,
Yeah,
this beast.
because me personally, I really want to see Decentraland thrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because just the concept, you go back 15 episodes ago when we first found it.
Yeah.
You could see my reaction. It was a while ago now.
Yeah.
You could see my reaction, dude. I was like blown away.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. Same.
Like I heard about Decentraland like in 2017, but I dismissed it. I think I talked about it on that podcast too because I was so like tunnel visioned around EOS,
Yeah.
Bitcoin, and smart contract platforms. That was like the big thing back then.
Yeah.
But I heard whispers of Decentraland, but it was like a little bit hard to understand at the time, which is probably why not many people are paying attention to it. It doesn't make sense at first.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You gotta really dig in. Like this weekend, I tried to explain it to my brother, who was like outside of this world entirely. He doesn't even know like what crypto is. You know what I mean? And it was not easy, man. Like he looked at it and immediately thought of The Sims because it looks very Sims-esque.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks like a MMO Sims. So
Yeah.
that's one way to relate to it.
And Decentraland is the perfect use case for blockchain. I mean, the fact that
Yeah.
you can have, you can own land, digital land, and be like the sole owner. I mean, that's a new capability that blockchain provides to the gaming community.
Yeah.
And so having that by itself, I mean, that's what's so fascinating about it. And the fact that Decentraland was able to cultivate a group of developers to like start contributing just like ourselves to the game world. I mean, that's huge. And we think it's just going to grow from here.
It has to.
I mean,
How does this thing die at this point?
This is
Like,
the tip
Yeah.
of the iceberg, hopefully.
I think the only way it dies is if nobody shows up. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Like when this world opens up and like maybe
and to be clear, there's some skeptics out there for sure that
Yeah.
are hating on the game and always like
yeah.
talking shit all the time. But I think they got into crypto when it was like the peak of 2017, and like everything has gone to shit since
It's
2017.
true, man. There was a lot of big promises back then.
Yeah.
Decentraland specifically, I think that those individuals are like banking on the VR.
Yeah.
And now that it's web only for now, they're kind of super mad.
That's the thing. Even if Decentraland achieves VR, achieves everything that they set out to achieve in 2017, that doesn't guarantee an ROI on their investment.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't guarantee that people are just going to be strapping on helmets to get into Decentraland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
True.
it doesn't guarantee people with those helmets are going to be spending any money in Decentraland. So, like, those complaints are just falling on deaf ears, in my opinion. And it's really up to the community to have an incentive to go into Decentraland, because the Decentraland developers are not going to build everything for us to do, right? It's really up to the community.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so bullish on what we're doing, because we only create replayable games that have a goal of returning an investment to the landowner.
And the player, in a way.
And the player, yeah. Everybody who participates in our games, they benefit. Whether you're a landowner, a player, a creator, they all benefit.
Yeah.
And I don't think, if you don't have that sort of ecosystem in Decentraland, this is not sustainable. Oscar will not continue developing in Decentraland if there isn't some sort of ROI.
Yep,
True.
definitely not.
And if people don't see that, then they're gonna waste a bunch of time, because creating a cool, creation that doesn't have some sort of return, whether it's a subjective return, monetary return, some feeling where you get some sort of return off of your creation. If there's not that, Decentraland is not going to exist.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I feel so comfortable in what we're doing, is that I feel like we're providing something for people to use, play, contribute. So that's...
Yeah, if DCL is Decentraland is looking for players to come join, or even regular people to come play, then, having the block runner that they can play and potentially make money off of every day, at least you'll come back once a day to play that game that you're getting better and better at.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, the block runner is deceptively simple, but the fact that you can deploy it and earn money from it, and I mean, that's the purpose of it, right? We only have so much land, and you can only do so much with your land, and so we're trying to optimize your ROI for one parcel, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how we're thinking about everything.
Yep, exactly.
So we can go ahead and jump into this one. Have you seen this one, Iman?
This is the monkey, or are you just going to do top 3?
Yeah, do the top 3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you should play it while
Can I?
While Wim's playing it.
No, I have not seen the monkey game yet.
I want to see your reaction to it.
It's in the game? All right, what's the location?
Yeah, it should be. Is it
Yeah,
a
I can share it.
Or is it just a preview?
It's just a preview.
Oh.
And plus, you want to do the preview because it loads faster.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
let me put it on Discord.
Yeah, definitely try it. I already played it. It's pretty fun. I like that it has real physics. I'm curious how they did that. Did they have to integrate their own
So
physics
just by
engine?
looking at it, it already looks like a pretty big thing, like a big meta, you would call it. It probably
It's
consumes a
pretty
lot
big.
of parcels if you were to
That's the other
deploy
thing.
it.
It's
Yeah.
like what we've created for Decentraland
Yeah,
doesn't take a lot of parcels,
exactly. Oh,
And-
damn. Yeah, it looks huge.
and it loaded fast. I mean, they spent some time optimizing this.
Yeah,
like
it
if
loaded
you load
instantly.
if you load Pack Runner against this, we're way behind in terms of like
What is that about?
optimization.
It's all about the rendering,
I think
the graphics.
oddly enough, like loading a 3D model, it seems to be quicker than working with the shapes that the SDK provides. So
Interesting.
I guess the 3D model is one object in and of itself, so I guess that helps a lot.
Yeah, for the listeners, there's a rules here. So it says help Coco get his bananas back. It says number 1, jump on the Jeep, and then number 2, click the Jeep to start, and then press F to throw coconuts.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna play. I'm just gonna watch you play and then react to it.
So we can click the Jeep.
All right, we got sound effects going, pretty hot, and we got
And-
fucking
and I
animation in the monkey. That's pretty cool.
Shit. I'm not able to stick to okay, I'm in.
You can't sit in like the passenger seat of the Jeep. You gotta sit in the back.
You probably can.
Yeah, you probably can, but
That's good. You're good. Just don't move.
so I'm gonna try to knock out this.
Oh, you gotta hit stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. Headshot. Boom, headshot. Damn, Will, you're natural. What about those guys up top?
Shit. This is.
Oh, you whiffed. What's up?
There's a lot of potential here to have score variation, which is important for the
Like-
replayability.
Like headshot, more points?
Yeah, you
Something
got to
like that?
be really good to get all the max score.
Yeah, true.
So you can hit these diamonds too. Come on.
Look at that bouncing animation. Physics engine.
Oh, shit, it
Oh,
fell
you
out.
fell off, dude.
Oh, it crashed.
If you fall, it crashes or what? Probably, right?
I don't know. My whole tab crashed.
Oh, shit.
That's weird. Never seen that before. Did you
Damn.
accidentally click the X? No, right?
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Shit.
I liked what I was seeing, though.
Yeah. It was definitely cool. And I think last week we showed the Enchanted Wood, so the Mist game, right? Remember that? So that one, number 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big creation that they made with a whole, like, I think a team of 3.
Team of 3 on a 3x3 parcel. It was really tall.
Yeah, that one is in Decentraland, so we could all go to
I think
it.
we've been there before.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we've been there.
On the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
So are you going to go back to the monkey one? Or no?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Because I really want to see the end of it. I think top 3 deserve this.
Yeah, and I'll go track down the location of the first place. I think it's in the real world. The real world.
Yeah.
It's a real world,
Decentraland.
man.
The Explorer.
Yeah. The virtual world.
But yeah, see, so far what I've seen. So yeah, see, this would be like an amazing addition to like a theme park. If somebody ever made like a theme park in DCL, it reminds me of like one of those like haunted rides, like from Astroworld.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it does, right?
Yeah, because it goes into like a dark tunnel and shit. Go Jones. See, I was all worried about like Pack Runner. Like you're totally gonna get sued. These guys totally should get sued too if we do.
Yeah, true. Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
If I had a mouse, I think I'd do a better job here.
Oh, definitely.
Shit, man, I keep falling out.
You learned a game, Willis.
Decentraland also has like update issues. Every time they update Decentraland, like a lot of the functionality within Decentraland breaks. But that's obviously because we're still in beta, so I don't fault them too much.
Yeah, this is the preview, so it doesn't matter if they update it actually.
Oof. Very nice.
But, you know, William's computer is recording everything, so it's a little bit laggy.
So this is like some serious like drop down to these projectiles, dude. You can't just like point your crosshair at them and
Yeah, you can. There's
like physics built in.
Yeah, I'm leading the shot.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's a real gaming, physics requirement, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, definitely. They had to add in an actual engine.
So for those listening, I'm shooting these bowling balls at these monkeys.
Yeah.
Um,
While a jeep is slowly progressing through the course inside this temple, which is like really good. It looks nice. The sound is perfect. You know,
Yeah, it's definitely a great experience.
like you said, yeah, this is like a full game experience for sure. Except, what's 95? That's your score? 95 bananas?
oh shit. Yeah, that's my score.
Okay.
I'm totally missing these. What if I broke the game and just?
What do you like?
Oh, I
just ran?
can't actually shoot without being on the.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, whenever I played it, I did pretty good. I don't know what my score was.
What is that? I think at the very top. What is that?
It's a sign on a plane. That's why you can't see it.
Oh my god, you fell through the whole thing, dude.
I did.
Cool.
And I am effectively stuck.
What do you mean? You can't get back to the car?
No, I can't.
Fuck. Damn
Back
it.
up
We got
here.
so close, man. Well, Yeah, only had 2 weeks to build this.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like seamless, you know.
It's true.
But this, yeah.
But look at all the stuff I missed. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. You need to be able to play this co-op. You know, have some homies in the back seat with you.
Yeah.
Gun
That'd
them
be
down.
fun.
Get that AK-47 busted out, USA style.
Oh yeah, some rocket launchers.
So that was I got 115. That's probably a very low score, but
Is there a leaderboard anywhere?
well, let's see.
I think they were about to integrate
Mm.
a leaderboard, but they didn't have time.
See, that was the thing
Oh,
that
that's
you were
what it
talking
was.
about. Yeah.
That's from like the side peripheral.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should have contacted MetaZone. We'll help them out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. This is like a perfect example of something that could be hosted or through MetaZone because how many parcels is this? Probably like,
Shit, this looks like by an 8x8.
yeah, man. Like if they don't have the funds to put this in a prime location, you know, put it on the MetaZone and let somebody who has that land, you know, host it.
Yeah,
That's
true.
the whole point.
Yeah, they would, and they have the incentive to do it with the payment API, so everybody gets their cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty big
It's a
establishment.
5x5.
So it's pretty big. It's really
Yeah.
big, actually.
5x5 is quite large.
Yeah.
And with 5x5, man, you can build really, really tall.
True.
Taller than this.
True.
Because our tower is on a 2x2,
And it's taller
and
than
it's
that.
taller than this.
Probably, yeah, it is, I think. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said on a previous podcast, it's like a lot of these developers prioritize the aesthetics over like the
For sure.
practicality of the land. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we went sort of the opposite. We're not prioritizing the aesthetics more so than optimizing the amount of available space
True.
and optimizing it for a return on investment.
Hell yeah.
And I feel like that's where many of the developers in Decentraland, like given enough time, that's the direction everybody's going to go to.
Like the natural conclusion they're gonna draw.
Yeah,
It's like-
I
especially
feel
if
like-
land gets more expensive, which it should.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. But yeah, that was a good submission. Got number 3.
Yeah, it's super good.
How much did they win? Like 100,000 mana or something?
This is 100,000 mana. Number 2 got 200,000 mana, and then first got 350,000.
Ooh, dude, now they're really rolling in mana, dude.
Yeah.
They're Scrooge McDuck right now, dude.
Yeah, you can get some pretty good parcels, pieces of land for that.
350?
Mhm.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. You can get like a prime location. for
Prime
sure.
real estate.
Yeah, and all the winners got extra land too. So
That's true.
we don't know how much. Nobody's received land yet.
Yeah.
I think people were paid out already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mana's been delivered, but yeah, we're still waiting on the land. And the composer that helped us with beat blocks, you know, he's gonna benefit as well. So all these
True.
teams, you know, they have to figure out how they're gonna split up the winnings.
Yeah, which is again not an easy task, right?
Yeah,
Because the developers tend to have the most work, but the developers are not, you know, they're not the only people contributing, right? There's a 3D artist, music, sound effects.
yep, exactly.
I mean, and then this one provides pretty much the full experience, right? The visuals, sound effects.
Yeah, I didn't even know I had all that.
Okay, so this is first place.
Yeah.
We skipped second place because we've
We've already played
we
it.
reviewed it before. But yeah, congrats to Interweaver, I think is his
Yes.
name.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hell of a job.
Interweaver and team for
Yep.
the Enchanted Wood
Yeah.
or Enchanneled Wood.
So this I haven't seen, and I'm very curious.
So there isn't a clear like rules or steps. So you basically kind of click around, but essentially,
What was that? Did you hear that?
yeah.
Sound like
Oh,
a horn.
somebody
Oh, the
arrived.
car's here.
So they're looking for a potion looking thing, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you get that, you see that sign, you have this book, you open up this book, and it says, look, the potion requires a pumpkin,
A radish.
a radish, and a cube.
Looks like cheese. They have cows. Oh, I didn't see any cows.
So, a pumpkin, a radish, and like a block.
Maybe it's one of those chickens you gotta murder.
Yeah. Pumpkin, radish, and I have no idea how to create that block.
It's right there, ain't it?
No,
Oh.
that's a pumpkin. Shit.
Damn, dude, they're getting
We got-
pissed.
We got another.
Oh, it's somebody
Oh,
else.
it looks like a pumpkin. All right. let's get a pumpkin. You know what? And we can. I think there's an inventory box here. Yeah. It's like
This is like already harvested.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
See, and I earned 20 coins there.
So you're basically like a Grubhub provider. All these cars are like these Ubers waiting to pick up some food for customers.
What is that?
I don't know. It's like some.
Yeah, see, you just handed the ingredients to the car, and they gave you the money. You don't have to, like, combine them into the vial to make the vial?
Maybe that's like an oven.
Yeah, it's like an oven. So this thing
You can fill it with products.
What is that?
The sound effects are hilarious. Maybe it's
Maybe you drag the product into the box.
This takes a carrot.
Oh, it's. Did y'all hear that? That Metal Gear Solid like beeper sound, like.
Yeah.
It's maybe it's a bird. It's
The digital bird.
sounds like Metal Gear.
Oh, there's a carrot here,
All right, grab it,
and then give this guy a carrot. God damn,
dude. That's gonna piss me off, dude. Those fucking horns.
this looks like some sort of like egg soup yolk
Stew.
thing. And then so that stew is gonna take a carrot, a pumpkin, and some lettuce. So we got pumpkin. We got carrot and some lettuce. So now we go in here, and is it this one? Click on that. Boom.
What the hell?
Now I take that to the driver.
No oven required.
Jesus.
Dude, what assholes, man. I'm not giving them nothing until they stop honking at me. Like, what the fuck?
We got the radish. So we keep this up for a while to earn cash. So we got 270, and I think, I don't know, I'm gonna click on one of these. I'm gonna click on this guy.
Dude, they're definitely adorable, these little chicks. I kind of want to toss them, though. Like Angry Bird style.
Shit, I don't know what these do. I don't know.
Maybe it's like a betting system.
You
perhaps.
you paid 50. Yeah, 50 per
spent.
turn, right? Damn, that one smoked them all, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
Pretty cool game.
yeah.
So how big is this plot of land?
This looks like
This is a pretty big one, too.
3x3.
1, 2, 3, 3. A 3x3.
Yeah,
So-
it's not bad.
9 parcels.
Plenty of landowners, have some 3x3s.
Shit, not me.
Yeah.
We're close, 2x2.
We can get one now, though, with all this mana we're rolling in. Hell yeah. Need more options for things to spend mana on. If you, like, play the block runner infinitely.
Yeah,
if you really
definitely.
wanted to.
Get that first place.
Yeah.
So did you win the race?
Nope.
Okay. See if you get some
Yeah.
points back.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see. Like, if you click on the right chicken that wins, then you get money back? Is that how it works?
I guess so.
You haven't found out yet.
No, it's too expensive, man.
Well, you just gotta,
Yeah.
gotta keep farming, Willis.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
So that's the other thing is, like, we got to come up with a way for developers, creators to figure out a way to have people always come back and continue playing.
See, but
Right? That's part of, like,
Yeah, how would you expand this game?
all they have to do is, like, see, this race is like their I think their workaround, like, kind of like how we're trying to find a workaround the whole gambling thing. Because the skill in this game, I guess, is in, like, how well you can farm or
But
something.
what I'm talking about is, let's say you pick the right little chicken and you win.
Yeah.
So let's say you double. You go from 40 to 80 coins.
Yeah.
What do you do with the coins?
Maybe you can exchange them for mana or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but
At some point. Not right now, but. What do you mean? And then,
why? Wait, I mean, but why though?
Yeah, all of our games deal with score, so this is like You just
I guess a different
make more and more and more. So it's
Why?
definitely a different game mechanic. This is not like an arcade.
Yeah, I mean this one like you could just give these cars what they're asking for. You get a bunch of coins. Like why would you need a bet? On these chickens.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they just added in some more gameplay. Because yeah, you make all this this money that you don't really do anything with.
Yeah.
So they added in this like
It's just like
competition
something. They needed something to wrap it all
to
up.
spend
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
to spend it on.
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, again, they only had 2 weeks to do this. So
Yeah.
that's just they needed to
So
cover all angles. You know what I
I
mean?
guess the only way you could expand on this is if the currency that you earn in this game it carries over to some other game on some other land.
Yeah. True.
And them as a game company can provide those experiences.
Yeah, maybe like this is just the first step to what their grander vision is.
Oh yeah, of course, for sure. I don't think anybody's gonna put out like a straight banger in 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can if you're like just a god.
Oh, so that gave me a green cube.
Ooh.
Cooked up a green cube.
I don't know what that green cube. Like, what are you gonna do with this green cube?
That's 100% out of Metal Gear Solid, dude. That has to be. Nobody else is hearing that.
I think that was a bird, dude.
It was like, you know what I'm talking about, right? You played that game, like the beeper?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think everybody recognizes that.
Yeah,
sound.
dude, that's iconic.
Yeah, I do not recall.
Like,
What? You didn't play
Everybody minus me.
Solid Snake.
Hell yeah, dude. One of the best games of all time.
It is.
PlayStation version. Back in the day.
The OG one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember William playing that.
Good game.
Yeah, it was great.
Dude, so you're failing right now because you got the biggest backlog. You didn't even fulfill the first one yet.
Yeah,
Like, those
because
dudes are gonna be
I don't know how
pissed.
to create
A
Potion.
vial.
a
Yeah.
cube.
Potion. Well, there's a little learning curve, which is good.
Well, yeah, empty. You just gotta add stuff on those empty ones all the time.
Yeah, the thing is, I want to add useful stuff.
Do you have to spend money to like grow something?
No.
That would kind of help. You got unlimited seeds that appear out of nowhere.
See, this is kind of what I thought about when I thought of Guardians initially.
Mm-hmm.
See these squares? You're not growing crops. You're growing, like, we would have an egg on each square. And you, as like a potential guardian owner, you have to come to this square once a day.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to nurture this egg until it hatches. You know what I mean? That way there's an incentive to keep coming back and,
Yeah.
fiddling with your egg. And maybe just some kind of like, yeah, this is perfect. Like you have to get 3 or 4 different ingredients in order to like get a specific. What happened to that?
I don't know.
Looks like sushi. Or like a bento box.
Oh, missing ingredient. I think is a glitch.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see that. Like,
Yeah, just how you
I
need
don't
like
know how much you want to disclose from your
It's true.
Guardians idea.
I mean, I don't know.
Everything takes an effort, so.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean,
An idea is just an idea, right?
Yeah. Ideas are free. Execution,
Is everything.
yeah, is everything.
Everything. But yeah, this is nice. They got good 3D art. They got the sound.
Yeah.
Like you
Sound
said-
effects. You got the ambiance.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that's missing from this is, or an improvement could be running over everything that's completed that has grown, that you pick it up automatically instead of having to click on it.
Yeah.
So you just run over it and you collect it.
Son of a.
Dude, these fuckers.
It's got some energy drink in him.
Like Usain bolted them, dude. Like straight up. Smoked them all.
Definitely.
God.
I could see a kid. Like I have 3 nieces and nephews, you know?
Yeah.
This is some shit they would play all day long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yes. Dude, yes, because it's extremely repetitive,
Yeah.
which kids love. You know, it's pretty intuitive, you know. And they got cute little characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That
Will
fucking
just-
heard it again,
Will
man.
just wants to gamble. Like, he just wants to.
Yeah, man.
man.
Adults need to be entertained too, man. Like for real.
So yeah, congratulations,
Chick racing.
Paul of You Farm. Damn, 350,000 mana, dude. What could you do with 350K?
That's a good ROI for how much time they spend on it.
Yeah, man. Congrats to y'all, but like we secretly hate you though. we wish we were you right
once we
now.
turn the mics off.
Yeah, we were like that sucked. Just kidding. Like I that was my genuine reaction. Like
That was the alcohol speaking.
So we got through the game jam. They're already talking about doing another one.
Oh yeah, already?
Yeah, but I mean, this one they announced it like in July, and they barely just had it right. So
yeah, it's good.
So we still got good time before the next one's up.
But it's going to be exactly like the same, just more games. Like they want.
No,
more
I don't
interactive-
think it's going to be like a different
challenge.
Challenge.
I guess the challenge for this one, because like
a different theme. The theme on this one was interactivity.
Exactly.
The next theme could be like who could get the best ROI.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't
think
see
the
that being a
next
theme.
theme should be like sharing the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to release some kind of like new SDK updates, and then like
make it easier for
Yeah.
these
make the
creators
theme around that.
to make a shared experience.
Exactly.
Dude, I can think of some nasty shared
Hell yeah.
experiences.
Yeah.
Man.
Dude, I'm ready. What are y'all waiting on, DC? Let's do this shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
we could easily come up with our own challenge.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah, that's
we've had
true.
suggestions from like our Discord, and like,
Yeah.
dude, we need to do our own like community hosting contests and
Yep.
shit.
And put up some free metas for
Get it
for the winners.
Yeah.
Thing is, we didn't have a $50 million ICO. You know, we can't just like throw out awesome
Yeah.
rewards like they can. You know what I mean?
Maybe we would have gone first. Like that could have helped.
Yeah.
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 Give
for
away
sure.
our prize money,
Yeah.
dude. How noble of us would that be, dude? If we're like really that into like boosting the community. We're like, you know what?
True.
Yeah.
We're like the Buddhists of DCO or something, like giving our money away.
Give everybody $1,000
Or the Peter Pan.
1,000 mana
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. There's
Oh yeah, like a UBI.
A UBI.
It's true.
We're gonna start off right.
Yeah.
Dude,
in
this is a
virtual world.
that's a debate we had off the podcast once about how like what if Decentraland was like a UBI system instead. Right now it's kind of like a capitalist system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Like we're operating off. What is that? You got more in there?
Yeah, there's more.
I am dry.
yeah. You're too sober.
Yeah. No, I'm getting a little toasty, dude. How much alcohol's in this?
You're getting
11.5%. That's
yeah,
not bad.
man.
This shit's
Efficiency, dude. That's all we're about.
Yeah, that's pretty high. That's pretty good.
This is like a total chick drink, though, dude. Like champagne. I don't know. That's not me. I'm a beer guzzler.
Get a lot of chicks with 11.5% alcohol.
You think so? Hell yeah, dude. Give me them beer goggles.
So what were we just talking about? You said we were having a
UBI.
debate.
Yeah, like what like the incentive structure for like people to create on this world is I mean, I guess it's like open because there's people out there who want to create free content. Pablo's a perfect example of that. He created
Yeah.
like a nice game. Have we ever showed Mana Fever on here?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we did.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we played it.
Well, if you recall, it's kind of like the Block Runner in a way. It's like an endless runner game, but with like way more obstacles and stuff.
Yeah, 4th place.
Yeah, they got 4th, so right after us.
Right
But
before us.
I don't know,
Something like that.
something like that. But he wants to host that game on MetaZone, but he doesn't really want like a return, you know. So he's kind of like
I think he has a bigger vision for his future
true.
project that he wants to deploy on MetaZone as well. That actually makes a good income for everybody.
Yeah, but I guess my argument is and it's kind of like the argument with like the whole Andrew Yang thing about UBI.
True,
But not to this extent. Andrew Yang's only proposing 1,000 a month. Imagine if it was like true UBI, like where the government takes care of all your needs. Is the incentive structure going to still be there for people to create or like innovate? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's a question to us. Would we still be
That's exactly what I'm
creating
saying.
on Decentraland if we had all of our bills paid?
Yeah, like to say this competition, there was no difference between who got first and who got 20th. We all got the same amount. Would people really give a fuck? Like, would people compete? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
I think you would compete for first place. Like,
Computer just
we're
died.
gonna top all these.
It's like for ego at that point, right? Like
Yeah.
just for like.
But first place.
But that's a form of currency. That's like social currency in a way.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
That's why I want to post up like the the game jam results on the metas itself that get submitted. So, so people recognize that this is not just no regular old meta.
Yeah,
it is it placed on the game jam.
Yeah,
Official.
give like a little icon, right?
Yeah,
a little badge somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But you get you get what I'm saying.
In
right?
a sense,
I'm just bringing up like a philosophical tangent for some reason.
In a sense, Decentraland could have given away these NFTs that this creator got first place.
That's true.
That they could have worn like a little
some badge, like game jam badge,
king hat.
Yeah, like the whole team got rewarded.
Yeah,
yeah,
like a little NFT something. I don't know.
Yeah, some kind of indicator somewhere.
A little pin you could wear on your dude.
Yeah,
something like that.
Which would be pretty valuable.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, they're the only winners, right? So.
Yeah, it gives something tangible to the winners to
So on top of
express.
that, I mean, we're creating profiles on MetaZone so that people can show off their NFTs,
exactly,
things that they've accomplished in Decentraland, things that they deployed in MetaZone.
Essentially, like whatever you feel is like what you want to represent your virtual identity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's up to you to display whatever you want.
Yeah, you can pull it up and see.
Yeah, actually,
I mean, it's a good starting point for what the future of profiles is going to be in MetaZone.
Yeah, because we're going through like this process. Like we're learning about NFTs like as we go. And we're still not like 100% there yet. But one thing I've like noticed is like there's a serious value to these NFTs, but like there's no way to really show them, like show off what you own.
Yeah,
that's a missing piece so far, I feel like.
Yeah, in this profile, you'll be able to send people D-mail, decentralized mail.
Yeah.
To each other. For whatever reason, you can follow players, creators, anything like that.
Yeah,
so you have
right now, an issue we're having is we can't contact landowners.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like impossible. How are we supposed to do it?
So we'll create a meta that has like a mailbox, 3D model on it. Yeah. And then landowners can put it on their land and they can receive, D-mail basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they can communicate with anybody that wants to like talk to them.
It's a great name.
Yeah, leave a message behind. I mean, you can't do that right now.
But the important thing is that there's mana associated to it. So
that's true.
Whenever you submit this message to this landowner, you have to put some money behind it.
And that's to avoid spam, right?
Yeah.
A spammer who sends free email, hundreds of thousands of emails per day, they can do that because it doesn't cost a thing to send an email. Mm-hmm. But in the case of a spammer trying to send email when each email costs 1 mana, for example, they can't sustain that for too long. And so that's sort of how our thinking is kind of avoiding people spamming. And second, like it's the message that you're trying to send to the landowner has to have like some worth to it.
Yeah.
Right. Something that you're willing to spend mana on.
Yeah.
And so it cuts down on the spam and you get.
Yeah. I guess if you didn't have that, what is there, 40,000 parcels? You could just send, I don't know how you coders could figure anything out. You compile a list of everyone's address and just like a big blast to everybody.
Yep. You could.
You could.
I'm sure you could.
And the other cool thing is that with D-mail, like the landowner that deploys that mailbox onto his land, he gets a portion of that. I guess the majority of that of whatever somebody's spent to send them a message.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you get a partial like split of the mana.
Yeah, exactly. And anybody can create, like a creator can make a way better, nicer, to interact with mailbox, and then they would get that a portion of whatever somebody spends.
So you're saying that creators can make their own mailbox?
Yeah, I was actually gonna propose it to Crunch, but then I was like, well, Crunch would get all that money. I was like, maybe I'll build it myself.
Yeah, that's the thing is like
no foul in that, dude. Like I said, we're in that capitalist system right now.
But still, he can create a better one, and
so you'll make the APIs available for creators.
Exactly.
So if they want to, they think they can build a better D-mail than us, they should just do it.
Yeah.
Right, and let the market decide.
Yeah,
it's free market economics, boys. This is what I propose.
We'll choose one or the other.
That's why we're here and not in China. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't want the state to determine who wins, like pick winners and losers. You want the market to figure that out.
Exactly. That's how we get the best stuff.
Yep.
Hallelujah. Finally.
That's what we're celebrating. The decentralized experience to the max.
Yes, dude. Hell yeah. And this obviously is not filled out yet. This is like the bones of what the profile page
day
is gonna
one
look
profile.
Like.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then so the feed is interesting. Let's say you're following a couple of guys who tend to be really good at the block runner or pack runner.
Or whatever.
Yeah, your competitors. Like if you're trying to get first place on the block
Daily,
runner.
yeah, you can look at your feed and see who's leading, the pack.
And you can see like if they're on your follower list, you can hopefully we'll be able to see where they are within the meta world.
Yeah, you'll see.
I don't know if it's gonna be coordinates or it'll be like actually
last
interacted MetaZone location.
Yeah. That
zone.
way you can like really see like how no lifer he is.
No lifer.
He's been in the same game for like 16 hours straight. Like,
and
damn,
that sounds kind of
guy.
sketchy, but like all of this is on the blockchain anyways. So we're just giving a portal to what's already publicly available.
Yeah, I guess eventually we'll have to figure out like virtual world ethics. Like, is it okay for people to know everyone's identity? I mean, in Facebook, everyone shares their location, right? Whenever they go places and stuff.
But they opt to share it.
True. Yeah.
Here's more like, but it's a game.
And there'll be an option, right? Like if you don't want to show it, you can go invisible or something.
But that's the thing is like if it's on the blockchain, like, and let's see your number one, your competitor was your rival.
Yeah,
he's always topping you in first place and like right at the last minute, so you really hate him. Well, you can because the blockchain is public to everybody, then you can see what his Ethereum address is. And then you can just see, which last interaction he had. So
yeah, you could go and see it manually.
Yeah,
but it doesn't show his location though. That's not logged in the blockchain, right?
Yeah, but why are we trying to stop people from knowing where people are?
That's something we need to figure out. Like, is that an invasion of virtual privacy?
Here's how you do it.
Is there virtual stalking?
Here's how you do it. You expose everybody's location until somebody complains and has a legitimate complaint. Then we change it.
Yeah, true.
It would be too hard to debate right now because we just don't have enough information or data.
But the benefit is, you always know where your friends are in my eyes. So it'd be nice to be like,
for sure,
my homies are shopping right now.
Yeah. If everyone happens to be at the block runner, it's like, maybe something's going down at the block runners. Let me go head over there.
True. Exactly.
Yeah, one of the cool options is for the D-mail is like if you're following that person and that person is following you, then you don't have to pay anything to send them a message. So
okay. Even better.
Yeah.
So there's
an incentive to just friend everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make friends so we can communicate.
Yeah,
freely.
you can contact me anytime. Just send me a D-mail.
Yeah. That's such a good name too.
Yeah, dude. D-mail. I love it.
And then of course we have the trophy case. So in the event that you get first place on the daily on the block runner, you get a trophy for that. All-time leaders probably get like some sort of NFT potentially.
Yeah, it probably exists until they get topped. Like, because you get 1 through 3, or I guess top 10. Like, why not? All those get a badge on. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, we'll figure that out as like DCL progresses.
Yeah,
like we don't really know what's going to be valuable yet. I feel like until the world's popping.
Yeah, so true.
And this is like the homepage, right?
Yep, homepage.
I think eventually at the top is going to be like the community section where like
you have big plans, or you designed out a good layout for. So we have this Omniboard, right?
Right there.
So this Omniboard has all these 12 advertisements all going on at one time.
Yeah.
So we figured if somebody's gonna be posting an image on the Omniboard, via the MetaZone platform,
right,
then we can display that image on the front page as well of MetaZone. So that way the community of players, that checks out all the activities in MetaZone creations can, see these events going on, if that's what the advertisement says, like, block party going on.
This was made by Crunch,
right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
His name is Tarthius?
Yeah.
Is that like his real name or something?
Yeah, on Discord is Crunch. We know him as Crunch.
Yeah, we know him as Crunch.
Yeah, this is his email's name, I guess.
Tarthius. Okay, so, damn, what was I going to say?
About the advertisements being on the MetaZone.
Wow.
So you can an
this champagne
example,
is fucking my brain, boys. I already dropped an idea.
An example of a good advertisement would be like some kind of party, some virtual party that's going on.
That's right. Yeah, he had an idea of like, naturally this is gonna evolve. I think we have to wait for Decentraland to allow like the video stream on these on these boards.
Yeah.
So it's so obvious what this is gonna be used for in the future, because if Decentraland is the way I envision it, like everyone spawns and newbies spawn in the central plaza, they gotta walk out, from the middle to the outskirts.
Yeah.
So these main street properties are gonna be, I think, like mostly like advertising hubs, because they're too expensive to build content on.
For sure.
Like playable content or whatever the fuck. So the value in them is going to be like, it's going to have the most foot traffic. So you want stuff like this on your property as a landowner. And then as a creator, or you want your stuff to be on the outskirts of the world because it's cheap out there.
Yeah.
Right? So there'll be like let's say like a club guy. There's already tons of clubs, I feel like, in the works.
Yep.
You can have like a video stream of like,
Oh.
people dancing.
Yeah.
Like literally like imagine if you were like
a live stream of what's going on at the club.
Yeah, like
when you're not even close to it, but you can see what's going on and you can just hop in there.
You can see how many people are in there, or maybe there's like a live, imagine if like Marshmello was actually the DJ.
Hell yeah.
Of like this
just
club.
Just like what happened in that game
Fortnite.
Yeah. Yeah, they had like the biggest concert ever recorded.
Yeah.
And it was like 1 million players watching Marshmello like jam out.
Was he?
That's crazy.
You watched it, right?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Was he actually like in a DJ booth, or what was it?
He was he was actually in a DJ booth, but in the game.
Yeah, in the game.
Yeah,
as
a player, as a character. Yeah.
Yeah. The same shit's gonna happen here for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And as a club owner, you want that top spot, and you want to show that performance so you can get people to either click on it and teleport to your club, or at least show the coordinates so people can know where to find you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It's a good point. Like, it reminds me, something that we've brought up many times. Like, we got to stream live, because then we could be inside of Decentraland, on our 2x2, and people can chit chat with us and ask questions while we're streaming live on YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, that was the original idea of like getting into Decentraland, is that we can stream in Decentraland and have people join us in the virtual world.
That would be awesome. Like what we're doing right now. We just have our own DCO
we're soloing
dudes.
us 3 dudes right here. Sausage fest.
Exactly. Yeah.
Instead, we can be, connected to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
interacting.
avatar will be like chiseled. Fucking like shredded.
Yeah.
Like everything I want to be. Be like Tyler Durden from Fight Club, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. That dude's ripped, dude.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, I think...
So yeah, what's going on in the world?
Well, before we get there, I think we're probably going to focus more on like crypto stuff.
After this?
After this.
Yeah,
because
I guess
we've been like beating DCL to death. But we'll continue updates on Decentraland for sure, just because it's interesting.
Yeah, we'll play through all the new additions to the MetaZone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
And keep everybody posted on like new content developed for MetaZone, everything related to that stuff.
Yeah, go to the documentation.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
That's the latest addition that I haven't announced yet to our Discord, but
yeah, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, it's basically all of the things that you need to basically post on MetaZone. So all these creators can visit the documentation for MetaZone and kind of go through it and set everything up for their scene.
Yeah, this is in the best interest of everybody, because if you follow the documentation, we'll be able to automate deployment. So as soon as somebody buys your creation, the MetaZone would just automatically deploy where that person wants to deploy that meta.
Yeah.
And because right now we're doing it manually, simply because we just didn't have the documentation ready, and people have been submitting
their source code
and not in the correct format, which is nobody's fault. But now that they can follow like the documentation, we'll be able to automate this whole experience for everybody.
Yeah, thanks to the backup from Lastrum.
Yeah,
he's helping us out massively with that process. And
Lastrum, I think we're going to be using the smart contract he created.
Yeah, team splitting of any income.
Yeah, so for example, if you have a creation, you had like 3 team members contribute to that creation. Whenever you submit that to MetaZone, the smart contract, whenever somebody buys your creation, that smart contract will split the payment to your your team members.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
so
And also
smart contracts is decentralized. You don't have to trust us.
Yep, exactly.
no middleman.
No middleman. Yeah.
That's the whole point of like crypto, blockchain, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, and again, we were talking about this downstairs before the podcast. Like, this is, I don't know how it's going to end up and turn out, but the way you guys are explaining it to me is like exactly how blockchain is supposed to operate. You know, like you as a, I guess, purchaser of a Meta, you need to be able to, or is it a purchaser or seller or creator? Which one do the smart contracts benefit the most? Like,
it benefits everybody.
I
Yeah,
guess.
the creator
But essentially, like, what I mean is like a simple UI where you input like the numbers you want. I guess the percentages of the splitting.
Yeah.
And as simple as that. Like, you know, you don't have to know any of the code or anything. You just put in, I want this guy wants this, blah, blah, blah. And the blockchain magic is happening in the background.
Yep.
Like, you don't have to know anything. You don't even have to be aware that blockchain exists.
Yeah, there'll be
And it's working.
a UI that allows you to manipulate the smart contract. So let's say you have a team of 10 people. You get the 10 wallets that you need. You say, here's a split for the 10 wallets, and then, you know, basically save, and it deploys it to Ethereum network.
So the opposite of this would be like you literally have to input 10 of these long, ugly-ass addresses that you could fuck up at any moment, just lose funds for all of eternity.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Send it to the wrong address.
Yeah.
Not only that, you would have to do this manually, right?
Exactly.
The creator would have to manually pay out everybody every time somebody plays their game or buys their meta, whatever.
Hassle.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to make this as easy as possible. Right now, it's not the easiest, but that's because we're in the middle of creating this whole thing. So it's getting there.
Yep, exactly. So, and then they creators can integrate the pop mechanic and the leaderboards API. So all these things will be available once we finish up the documentation and get some creators, you know, up and running with all these options. I think almost everything, maybe except for the editor, people have been requesting. So, so we'll get that.
Yeah. So
available.
we got template scene. This is what a creator would need to kind of emulate for their submission.
Yeah, this was the good starting point. So you copy all this code, and you'll get up and running with the perfect format for you to submit to MetaZone. Instantly get your creation deployed to any landowner that purchases.
Oh, you want to talk about analytics, like land
Ooh.
analytics?
Oh, yeah.
So I've seen independently, I've seen a lot of people talk about analytics, like who's been to my land, how long did they spend in my land, how close did they get to my land, like all the stuff that maybe Decentraland is providing. I don't know.
That's a good question. I mean, Decentraland should provide this information to landowners, but
well, at least an API for us to build some user interface for it.
Right. No, we're definitely gonna. So we're gonna roll out analytics pretty soon to landowners.
And is this Google Analytics? Are you using their stuff for this or no?
We could right now. We're not. We're just storing it on our system independently. But we could send out. We can update it and make it. Integrate with. You just send us your Google Analytics API key.
Yeah.
And we can send that information to them.
Oh, interesting. But the Google Analytics app won't tell you like specifics.
Yeah, that's why we're starting.
That's why we have to do it.
Yeah, that's why we're starting with us first. You know, providing all this data, all these data points.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see how many people visited your.
How
many people were close to your area? How many people actually stepped into your land? And
these analytics are only based on metas through MetaZone, right?
Yep,
you can't just pull data off of like every parcel in existence, right?
Yeah, correct.
But here's the thing. So this is why this is important.
Yeah.
So for this particular ad platform that Crunch created, we can tie this to analytics. So when people deploy this onto their land, they can know 1,000 people have walked by this parcel.
Because they have the Omniboard deployed on their land.
Yes, correct. Which is a meta, and this is an ad platform. It's about impressions. It's about people seeing the ad.
Yeah.
Same thing with that D-mail box, like that mailbox meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, landowners can just deploy that one, and they'll see, they can receive messages, but on top of that, they'll also get all these analytics.
And this is important for this particular meta, this ad platform.
Very important, yeah.
because the landowner gets paid based on how many people visit their land.
Yep. True.
And so it gives you, since your land is actually close to Genesis Plaza, it gives you more of a value incentive to deploy this because there's going to be a lot more people going to your land than the guy who's got a coordinate of 150, 150, you know?
Yeah. So the whoever is creating the advertisement to host on the MetaZone advertising platform, they're going to have to pay more for it to sustain on my property, right? Because my property's higher foot traffic.
Yeah,
essentially.
Exactly right.
So they're going to have like their own like wallet, essentially.
I'll say I want to advertise my parcel, my game on your ad platform for, let's say, 200 mana. And the analytics metrics is for every 1,000 impressions.
Like, an impression is like somebody sees it or
walks by, whatever it is.
Like in the vicinity.
In the vicinity.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
nearby.
And for every 1,000 impressions could be 100 mana. So for 2,000 people, I'm paying so that 2,000 people see my ad.
Yeah, once 2,000 people have crossed that border, then you're out of funds, and then whoop,
and then it's
pulled.
gone. Yeah.
It's gone.
And so this is all done via smart contracts.
Yeah.
You set the rules in the smart contract. You don't get paid until you actually get 2,000 impressions. And then the guy paying doesn't actually spend the funds until 2,000 impressions occur.
Oh yeah, that's all.
So this is
It's not going to be like trickling, like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it can.
Could be.
It can, but
it just depends on what the final smart
Yeah,
contract
it's
we
up to
create.
It's like a negotiation, I guess. You have to determine.
And plus,
between-
ultimately, like since this is a smart contract, you decide when you want to get that payout.
yeah,
Let's say like you've already completed the 2,000 impressions. You don't have to actually receive that payout until you go and manually extract the funds.
Request it.
Yeah.
very fucking interesting.
So that
God
so
damn.
ad platforms like this is extremely valuable.
Oh yeah.
Just because if you have that hot parcel that's really close to Genesis Plaza that has a lot of foot traffic, you're more incentivized to deploy something like this, or maybe even other parcels that make you money, like the Block Runner. But
that'll
but
give
this
you
one-
analytics as well.
yeah, this one, like, dude, it's smart. I mean,
No
yeah,
brainer.
it's exactly. It's a need too. Like
it's
I
a
said,
need, right?
Like I said, not everything hot is going to be on the main roads.
Yeah, they're not.
because it's not economically viable to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
You can create that same experience on cheaper land and then just have them filter in through these things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's natural. I feel like it's good shit.
So, but it's interesting that people have been wanting analytics, and I mean, we got the perfect use case where we need analytics, right? That's how
Yeah.
people get paid, is via the analytics.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually we'll have some kind of like way that regular individuals can request our overall analytics. It won't
True.
have anybody's information in it, but it will have like just overall statistics on where the high traffic areas are, and people can pay for that.
Like an investor, like a potential land investor who's out there who wants to invest
like
in
Maddie.
land.
It's
like
like,
Maddie, perfect
Hey
example.
guys, you have a bunch of metas deployed. I know you have analytics. I want to know where's the most of the foot traffic.
Where are people going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And then we
that's
say,
where the money is.
well, Maddie, we got that in a nice package for you. Only
For
10,000 mana.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they can request that information anytime they want.
Exciting stuff, boys, dude. I'm getting hot and bothered by all this. I need more champagne. You don't have another bottle,
Is that
do
the
you?
champagne
No, we
talking?
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like, everything in Decentraland is like, man, we're just scratching the surface.
Definitely.
I hope there's not more.
Yeah.
This is already a lot of work, but
It's true.
Lastrum's helping me out and automate this process, so I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
absolutely.
out
Yeah.
Last
Cheers
room.
Last
to
straw.
the creator of
Automation.
automation.
Yeah.
His-
Dude,
his head-
automation is so good.
His head's in the right place for sure.
I love
Yeah,
automation.
it benefits everybody. So
It's like I love automation.
Soon, heart transplants are going to be automated. Surgery is going to be automated.
yeah, a lot of
Everything,
people are gonna
man.
be out of their jobs.
Exactly.
That's where Yang Gang comes in.
Yeah. Nobody's going to have a job.
Speaking of Yang Gang, there was a debate last night.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really watch it all, but
I thought it was excellent.
you saw the whole thing.
Compared to everything else, all the
Yeah.
other previous debates. Yeah,
Anything new? Like anything new he's discussed, or not really? Just like reinforced old ideas.
So pretty soon he's going to have a 10-hour Ask Me Anything. Like,
an AMA?
Yeah.
On what, Reddit or what?
I'm not
10
sure.
hour?
Yeah, I don't know why he did it so long, but it's gonna go.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, he's gonna go 10 hours straight answering questions.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the format? Is it going to be on Reddit or is it going to be
Probably
video?
like a YouTube stream is my guess.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
I would do YouTube stream.
It's coming up pretty soon, I think, from what he disclosed. I just can't remember the details.
And how's he gonna filter through like all the garbage questions? Like it's gonna be a bunch of trolls, like gang, like nonstop. He's like, oh shit, how do I get?
Yeah, he's got a good team, so I think
That's
they're gonna
true.
filter it out for him.
They'll pick the questions.
Yeah.
For sure.
But for 10 hours straight, supposedly he's gonna be answering questions. So
That's good. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Andrew Yang dunked on Bing. Yeah.
he was like, "Sorry, Microsoft, you know."
Yeah, basically,
you
says
suck.
he says nobody wants to use the fourth best search application, and like Bing, he's like, and then people are like, oh, he's like,
Hey,
sorry,
man.
Microsoft.
He's the Silicon Valley guy, dude.
But you know what? Andrew Yang shields PowerPoint all the time. He says he wants to give the like a national
Like State of the Union,
State of the Union on PowerPoint,
which is
There you go.
which is
Fucking
brilliant.
great.
Yeah,
like he wants to legit go over like the
economics.
actual stats of
Yeah.
what's happening in their
That
our
affects
nation.
people, not
Dude,
like
I'll be all over that,
economics.
dude.
Yeah,
That's good info.
that's pretty smart. You know, in a way, like if you're the president of the United States, it's like you're running a big company. You know, this country.
Yeah, and he has a lot of experience doing that. You know,
Exactly.
being an entrepreneur, tech entrepreneur,
Yeah, that's
working
what-
with other entrepreneurs.
He's just
so-
applying his already learned experience to the position of being the president, right?
Yep, exactly.
That's where like his
And-
differentiation comes from. He's not a politician, you know.
And he uses data and like scientific results to help him assess, you know, what he should be doing. So there was a lot of he expressed to the audience that, you know, there's a lot of these questions that brought up, but he referenced Europe, and they've attempted this and that, and the results for a good example was I think something health not health insurance, but like legalizing
Opium
opium,
Yeah.
and how, you know, certain countries have attempted to like do certain things, and they've
Absolutely.
had results. So he's taking that data and using it to like choose the right path.
You know
instead
what?
of, you know,
That's the
something that's
scientific
been
method.
attempted.
You go and see you have a problem in your country, and you go and check what have other countries have done to solve that problem. Some have failed doing one thing, some have been successful doing another thing. You take what countries have failed at and what they've been successful at, and you go and implement the successful things in your own country. And to that case, it would be legalizing drugs so that people don't go to jail. Instead, they go to rehab centers where they can, you know, get some help.
But do you
Right.
think there's any legs to the counter argument to that like most of those examples of like a policy positively influencing society is like in these small European nations that have like a population of like 7, 8, 9, 10 million people? Is there legs to that? Like it's not gonna work to our scale in a way.
It's possible, but that's the thing. With the scientific method, you have to try it, right? It's worked for
Trial
10
and
million people.
Right.
Let's see if it works for 400 million people,
Yeah.
right? Because we got nothing else to base it on.
Yeah, a good question is like if if Alaska has this
Yeah,
UBI in
Oh yeah.
for $2,000 a year.
yeah,
Mhm.
which is like a couple $100 a month.
That's
Yeah, you know,
basically like
how-
their
how much-
incentive, right?
Yeah, how much has like violent crimes gone down because of that?
Yeah.
So it's a
It's like a state filled with like runaway criminals too. That's what's hilarious. It's like everyone's trying to run away from the law.
Yeah, even
That's
Aaron
what-
Paul went over there, right?
Exactly.
there you go. So and they might be doing less criminal activities over there just because they're
Yeah.
you know
I
there's
don't know.
less inclined to do so.
Yeah, let me correct that. That's Jesse Pinkman.
Chessie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. The
You
thing to
haven't
do.
seen that, right?
The movie.
Yeah, the movie.
Spoiled, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking spoiler.
Eh,
But then that's like
eh,
the natural. That's what my beef with the production of that movie. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the El Camino Breaking Bad sequel movie.
Breaking Bad is probably the best show
I
ever
agree.
created.
I think so too.
It's the best one.
It's
I liked it, but I don't know about
you
best.
What? What's better than the Breaking Bad?
I don't know, it's
He's like,
He's
there's
like
gotta be
Shark
something
Tank.
out there better than it. Fucking Deadliest Catch.
I mean, that's not bad, but
I liked me some Deadliest Catch.
yeah.
But as far as like artistic production, like the writing is brilliant.
The story progression, the
soundtrack, everything.
the soundtrack, yeah.
But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's like after watching that series, that's like the natural conclusion everyone has. Like, okay, he got away. He's just gonna run away from law enforcement and like have a happy ending. Oh, I just spoiled the fuck out of like the whole thing. If you haven't seen it,
that's the end of Breaking Bad in general. Right?
Well, that is the end of Breaking Bad. Like he escapes.
Mhm.
yeah.
Right,
So it's
then
kind of
you
like
just-
it leaves you to your own imagination
Yeah.
where he ends up, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like they took the safe route. Like it's exactly what you would think would happen, pretty
Yeah.
much. You know,
But
he
it
got
fills
away.
it fills in the gaps, right? It removes some of that imagination and it gives you like what
Yeah.
actually happened, which
Yeah. Which is okay.
it's
I guess.
okay. I mean, it's not like the most necessary thing,
Yeah.
but what we got was okay.
It was like mostly a bunch of flashbacks to like, it was a lot
Yeah.
of fan service, a lot of nostalgia. They even like brought, I'm stopping.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I was hoping he would like ramp up his operations to like, now that I've
Yeah,
learned
exactly.
from all
Yeah.
these mistakes,
yeah.
now I'm going to do it even more
They could've-
efficiently.
It would have been interesting for sure.
They could have started a whole new series
Yeah.
if they would have gone that route.
yeah, that's
like
true.
now it's like, oh shit, now it's just me.
Yeah.
And, like he starts like his own whole new crew, and then
Yeah.
And then he does like such a clean meth that it's like green. It's like
green
99.8% pure.
but that wouldn't fit with his character because he's not the
Yeah.
chemist. He's
Yeah.
like the real
Yeah,
criminal.
but he's got experience now. That's the thing.
I guess. Like add some chili pea in that bitch. Yeah, little green Philly green coloring.
Well,
into it.
the latest thing, what is it that super addictive?
Oh yeah, what is it called? Fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl.
Yeah, but that kills people though.
Yeah,
So is meth.
yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
it does.
yeah. I heard about the
Man,
the
we're
epidemic.
knowledgeable about these drugs, man.
Because the drugs are sexy, man.
Television.
Well, that too. Well, yeah, because there's tons of movies and shows about drugs. Just crime in general is like attractive for some reason.
It's interesting.
It's
It's a
taboo.
business. It's entrepreneurship. Like,
Yeah. There's a market for it.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
decentralized.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, man. So them debates, it was interesting. It was like a 2-hour thing.
Yeah, but the Democrats are fucking up because they're way like too focused on impeaching Trump, and
Yeah.
they're not saying anything. Like,
And the only guy talking about Trump the only guy not trying to talk about Trump is Andrew Yang.
yeah, because he
Yeah,
understands. Like,
If you
you're
keep talking about Trump, he's winning.
yeah, you're doing you're playing into his game.
Yeah.
Trump's like a master, like evil genius in that way. Like he knows. He's just. I always thought, like when I first found out he was running for president, nobody expected him to win. So I thought the only reason he was doing it, and I think it was the only reason he was doing it, was to elevate his brand, the
Mhm.
Trump brand. He got
Yeah.
everyone in the country talking about him.
Yeah.
I don't even think
He's
he
smart
expected to win
In that
you know?
sense.
Yeah, I'm going to make a prediction right here. I'm going to say if Andrew Yang is not the Democratic nominee, we're going to see Trump for another 4 years.
Oh, for sure.
Damn.
That's
I think
That's
Trump
some-
just wins no matter what, dude. That's what I
and
think.
it's so weird because Trump is doing such a terrible job objectively that anyone who opposes that
But this leads me into what I think you're about to talk about. This whole all of a sudden everyone hates China now, right?
yeah.
And who's been the guy who's been like the toughest on China since the beginning? It's Trump.
yeah, yeah.
This is kind of like supporting his whole movement in a way. Trump is like the first president to literally call out like China on its bullshit. Like as far as like trade agreements go,
Yeah.
the amount of power they have on us, like as far as like industry.
But they
Yeah.
they just like came to an agreement on like trade laws or whatever.
Dude,
Yeah.
but they it's funny because I follow the stock market a little bit, and like literally like every week it's like trade agreements on, then the next week is like fuck China, and then the week after that is like oh, well, now we made peace, and then the week after that it's like back and forth, dude.
Yeah.
They can't,
Dude, it sounds like insider trading to me.
That's what I said. Like Trump probably has like a group of elite
Oh, yeah.
homies, right? Like
Yeah, he's-
billionaires.
yeah.
He's banking on every
Every little-
Every up and
modification.
down.
Every tweet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he tweets everything.
Yeah.
So it's like he could just be like, trade deal is off,
Yeah.
and then like
He
everybody
sells,
buys puts.
He sells, and
Yeah.
then he tweets trade deal is off.
And
Or
that's,
he could just
that's
tell-
why
yeah.
we understand that he's a corrupt politician in that sense.
Yeah.
Like he has his own motivations to do his own.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he's some guy looking out for the people. I mean, but how many politicians are? That's the thing.
Oh yeah, they're definitely not.
That's the thing about Andrew Yang. He seems more genuinely cared about.
Yeah, and
people.
what was his ranking in the latest poll?
So he was ranked number 3 in the latest poll. So he has 9%.
Who?
Andrew Yang.
No way.
Blam.
Yeah.
He's number 3?
Yeah.
Blam.
Yeah,
Shut
it's
up.
Warren, Sanders, and Andrew Yang.
In which?
What?
Which
He's ahead of
I
Joe
think
Biden?
I think it was New Hampshire.
Mhm. There you go.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
New Hampshire. Like, so it was a poll for that state?
Yeah.
He's not
Is that one of
overall.
the swing states?
Maybe.
Let me.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, they got control in who gets to be our president.
Yeah, those swing states
Texas,
are important.
Us,
No.
us Texans over here ain't got shit.
We ain't got no. Yeah,
We're
we're
a
going red
massive-
for sure.
We're a massive state, but it's always usually going Republicans.
But it seems to be turning more liberal.
Yeah.
Like Houston's
With
becoming more
Austin
liberal. Austin for sure is like
helping out.
100% liberal. Austin's like pretty much like the California of Texas, you know.
yeah, we're in Houston, so
But yeah, it's becoming more liberal. I feel
Yep.
Houston is. But
little by little.
you gotta account for all them small towns and
Yeah,
West
in
Texas.
yeah.
It adds up.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
California's also another big state, but yeah, they got a majority liberality over there.
Seems like the closer you get to the ocean, the more liberal you become for some reason. It's like you live on the coast.
That's cool.
You're just like, man, I just want to like smoke some weed and like go surfing and just like chill out, man. You gotta turn that bitch down, dude.
I'm trying to find these guys. They talk about Andrew Yang a lot, and this is where I saw that Andrew Yang got 9%.
Nice.
Let's see, I think it was.
Well, yeah, the third placement is what is crazy. He like last I heard he was like 8th or 6th or something like that.
Yeah, and then the higher he ranks, the easier it is for him to get into the next debate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So he's already one of 8 in the November debate coming up.
yeah.
So the October debate is over now, but he was one of 12. So, but it was my favorite debate out of all of them. So, the less individuals, the more
Oh yeah,
I appreciate
For
everything
sure.
that's discussed.
because they have more time to talk, right? Obviously,
Mhm.
when
Yeah.
it was what was it like? They had 2 separate debates at some point. At the very beginning, it was like 10 people on each stage. It was like you got like 30 seconds, go.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
was terrible.
Can't find it.
It's all right, dude. I believe you.
Yeah, true. That's good stuff.
Well, yeah,
Andrew coming through.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
yeah, and obviously we support him because
I do think he's going to get nominated for sure. Because I think the others they don't have any substance. They're not talking about. They're talking about taking down Trump and collaborating together to take down Trump, and that's not how you do it. Like you got to have something people believe in, so you get the votes.
the problem is just I think he's gonna end up like what happened to Bernie Sanders last time. Like the Democratic establishment made their decision. We want Hillary, even though like Bernie showed like more like the people wanted Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of like shut him. They like kept him away, kept him out in support of Hillary. I think the same thing's gonna happen probably for like one of the establishment candidates, like
It's possible.
Warren or Biden or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's-
possible.
yeah.
Hopefully, the Democratic,
The
group
DNC or something like that.
Yeah,
The
DNC.
Democratic- I don't know what that stands for.
committee
Yeah, the committee.
recognizes that if he's getting a majority of the appreciation, then they choose him to
It's true. Like Hillary was like a god to them. That's probably why they
Yeah.
did that.
for what they wanted, as
Yeah.
their policies and stuff like that. It
They probably thought there's no way Hillary loses this. The whole world thought that, honestly.
yeah, and Elon Musk is a backer of Yang.
It's true.
So he's got his own recent problems with
Yeah, but Cardi B supports Bernie Sanders, dude. Who has more weight? Elon Musk or Cardi B? I think
Damn.
Cardi B might actually. She's got more
yeah.
like mainstream following. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which
but
is-
are they voters?
That's a good point.
That's a
Yeah.
good question.
Yeah.
They're probably not. That's the thing.
No, they're probably not.
But not necessarily even Elon Musk has a bunch of voters,
Yeah, probably not. They're probably like those tech types who like just fuck the whole system. Like, I don't want to participate.
Yeah, and Elon Musk is working on getting U.S. Astronauts into space instead of relying on Russia. So
Russia.
yeah, him and SpaceX and Boeing are trying to get U.S. astronauts into space instead of relying on third parties, third countries like Russia. So
Oh yeah, yeah, because Russia's the ones sending people into space.
yeah, they're like
the only ones.
Only ones, yeah.
Why? Because they have more space stations or something?
Well, because
they have the rockets.
The United States put an end to NASA, right?
Yeah,
and so now we're not sending anybody into space.
Yeah,
it's just Russians.
NASA's using Russian rockets to send.
Yeah, isn't that how like Elon started SpaceX? He had to buy his rockets from them. Or
yeah,
something
he went
like
to Russia first. Checked out their setup, and they're like, yeah, this is expensive.
It's like, yes, my comrade, you can buy a rocket from me. Something like that. It sounded more like Indian than anything. That was a terrible accent. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and
man.
he ultimately calculated, what does it take to create a rocket, and raw materials. He saw that it was cheaper to build it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
himself. So that's what he started SpaceX.
You should read his book, man. It's good.
Dude, I don't read.
Or listen to the audiobook.
I don't have the attention span to read. Yeah, I could probably listen to an audiobook. Every time I read something, like my brain wanders, and I'm like reading, but I'm not taking anything
absorbing
in.
anything.
And like before I know, it's like, fuck, what did I just read?
Yeah.
That's been my problem like my whole life. It sucks.
Yeah, it certainly takes a discipline.
I wonder how audiobooks like makes a difference in that.
I'm definitely more visual than audio.
Yeah, most people are.
Audio,
I think.
audible,
visual learners, hands-on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you got some good design skills.
Thanks, bro.
Iman here is the creator of the profile page.
Yeah, we'll see how
it's true.
That's the thing. Yeah, see, I got my brain filled with ideas, but I have no way to bring them out.
It's like I don't know who was it that said this quote where like they have the symphony in their head, but they don't have an ability to
express it,
illustrate it, show it.
Yeah, so the best thing I thought of, I'm literally just gonna draw what's in my head, drew like a bunch of squares and labeled everything.
That's how that works. That's valuable.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
If you weren't able to draw, then you'd be fucked.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like, no, dude, square goes right there, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? That's how I would have to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's most people. They have they have a symphony in their head, but they don't have the tools to
Exactly.
And that's like me with coding. I have all these cool ideas, but without the ability to code,
Did you ever take a look at those DCL tutorials, like the video walkthroughs?
It wasn't that hard, actually. It's something that I could have contributed to.
Played with. Yeah.
So
they made it easy. Oh, because I was thinking about letting you create the mailbox platform. You could be a creator on MetaZone.
Yeah. No, that's not a bad idea.
Who?
And a mailbox would be easy.
Yeah, mailbox code and.
Are y'all looking at me?
No.
Okay, good. This is I don't think so.
Not gonna happen, boys.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just feel like
There's a lot of opportunities out there.
I'm late to the party when it comes to coding and shit. I feel like it seems like every documentary I watch or about successful coders, this guy started when he was 8 years old. He built his first app when he was 12. That boat has sailed. Yeah. It's I'm done. The fuck was I doing back then?
Next kid is gonna top me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Rick's kid, my brother.
Little
Ricky. He's 9. He's that perfect ripe age to learn something and become, so when he's an adult, he's really good at something.
Well, he loves games, right?
That's his life.
If you tell him that you can make games, he can make games.
I tell him that, and he's like, I don't care. He's like, I just want to play.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe he'll become a pro gamer or something. I doubt it, because every other game in America is thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but somebody always wins, right? So it could be him.
I'm not knocking him down or anything. He could do anything, but it would be really cool if he started to learn how to code at this age.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super valuable.
He probably needs a computer first, though. Just so he would have that.
So the other thing that I thought was funny is LeBron James told the NBA to punish Houston Rockets GM for opposing communist China. Can you believe that?
Do you think he's tied into the NBA directly, where
I
where
don't
the
know if he has any
NBA
stake
wants
in
more
NBA.
people to like back up the NBA's
No, I don't
profits.
think so. I think this is just him. I think this is all him.
Because if he has NBA stock, then if it goes down, as it probably did.
Oh, you
then,
mean LeBron?
Yeah.
I wonder if he does have stock in the company. That's a good question.
Then there's
I don't
more
think so.
incentive for him to post, hate mail to anybody that like brings down the NBA stock.
Well, that's yeah.
Well, this is his quote. It says there would be repercussions if the player has to pay. Potentially this tweet could cost the NBA hundreds of millions of dollars. That could have come out of a player's pockets. And so that's a double standard that was being addressed in that meeting. So basically saying that if a player had tweeted that and cost the NBA hundreds of millions of dollars, the NBA would probably reprimand the player. But they're not doing that for Daryl Morey, which is the general manager of the Houston Rockets.
Because he said what exactly?
He said exactly, fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all he's tweeted. And like all this shit show came from that.
The whole thing came from one tweet.
Which is the general, like, the general U.S. citizen is a backer of, this.
Fight for freedom.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because
democracy.
we're not incentivized to like uphold this like China worship, right?
Yeah.
LeBron is because he's trying to become like the next, billionaire athlete.
Yeah.
If he's not already there. So yeah, when like I don't know what the percentages, but let's just say like 20% of your viewership comes from Chinese audiences. Like,
Not only that, he's selling
nugget.
shoes over there. And a lot of Chinese like basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there's.
I wonder what the
1.4
Chinese
billion
people think about this whole Hong Kong thing. Obviously, the government is like,
No, they're pro China.
yeah,
all
they're
the way.
supposed to, right? They'll probably get killed too.
Yeah, that's right.
They have to be by default.
Yeah, but there were a couple of people who says, fuck China, and they'll stand with NBA. Like actual Chinese are with the NBA.
Yeah, because they love the game.
And one of them got arrested. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's come to in that country.
That's true, man. You can't talk shit.
You gotta appreciate where we're at.
See, we can talk shit about Trump, and we're not afraid of getting attacked by the
arrested.
government.
Yeah, it's actually so
We're
free
talking
here.
smack
You
about
could
the
create,
president.
you can create like fake stories and stuff.
Yeah.
Fake news. Like that's how free we are.
Trump does it all the time. So yeah.
Yeah, man. But that's good, I think, for society. We need to have that right.
To create fake news?
Just say what's on your mind. Have an opinion and voice it.
But fake news is something
freedom.
different. You're manipulating
That's
the
true.
population.
Freedom of speech is
Which, you could argue that's freedom of speech, creating fake news.
That's the hardest, like, it's free speech, so there's literally supposed to be no boundaries. Like, you could say, I had this argument with, like,
unless you're defamation.
yeah.
Is,
There
are laws against speech. There's hate crimes, I guess.
But you can't scream fire at an airport.
Yeah, even Elon Musk is getting has a defamation case against him.
It's true.
Oh yeah,
whenever
but he called somebody a pedo.
Pedo.
Yeah? I don't think I heard about that. Why did you do that?
So remember those kids stuck in that cave
In
a few months ago?
what was it, Chile?
I don't know where it was.
I think I
forgot.
remember the story. I just didn't know he
Yeah.
called somebody a pedo.
Or no, it was like Taiwan or something like that. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, it was some Asian.
This
kid.
like a small group of kids, they got stuck in a cave and it flooded.
Damn.
And so what they were trying to figure out how to get the kids out while it was flooded because there was a monsoon going on. And so
Elon Musk,
Elon Musk trying to figure out a way to contribute and develop this submarine
brought
where
his engineers together from SpaceX and Tesla and
Just whipped up a submarine.
Yeah.
a dream team.
It was
to
basically a tube that had an oxygen tank in there, and you could fit like one person in there, and that tube would just like be dragged out by divers.
You can float that person out
Yeah.
like a submarine.
So anyway, one of the main divers who contributed to getting these kids out.
Also, it worked.
No. So his creation was not used at all.
Okay.
I think the monsoon slowed down enough to where they were able to kind of swim out.
Scuba them out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So anyway, the main diver there was a well-known guy who has contributed to diving efforts in that area, and so for some reason Elon Musk called him a pedo.
Well, he was talking smack about Elon Musk, like, why is this billionaire coming out here and trying to help whenever he's like disrupting?
See, why would you even say that? If people who have billions of dollars want to contribute to something, Let them fucking help. I don't care if it's helping their business or not.
Yeah.
Like they're still contributing.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, I guess his diver didn't like it, and so once Elon heard that, he called him a pedo for one reason or another. He says he had evidence of this, but it seems weird.
Where'd he get that evidence from?
And he hasn't shown any evidence of it so far.
Yeah, I don't know about evidence.
So
But yeah,
it
it was
could've just
definitely
been
an
like-
emotional reaction
Yeah.
to this guy shit talking to him.
It's just like a slip of the tongue,
yeah,
which
is weird.
over Twitter. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that weird from Elon,
Yeah, he's got.
but it's also not that weird from our fucking president. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I guess.
like he'll
But
straight
a
up.
pedo,
I think
like
he's like called people up like pussies, like straight up on Twitter. He's like,
well,
this
I
guy's a
think
pussy.
Elon felt bullied for like I'm just trying to freaking help here, and you're talking smack about me. Like,
Yeah.
so he got a little pissy.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but like, well, why go there? The pedo accusation.
Yeah, why
That's a-
pedo?
that's a-
Yeah.
That's a tough accusation. Just call him a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, bitch. Something like that.
That's true.
A little cleaner.
That would have been a little bit easier
Yeah.
to deal with.
fucking hilarious.
And then the SJW freaking people rained down on Elon for calling somebody a bitch.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know,
That's
you
what
can't
I'm saying.
win. You can't win on
Can't.
Twitter. So whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Twitter's a cesspool of like toxicity, man. It's it's gross, but it's necessary, man. We gotta communicate, I guess.
Yeah.
Voice
Yeah, so now he's going
opinions and
through
such.
a defamation case against, in between, Elon and that guy.
I'm pretty sure he's
And
gonna.
there's a lot of
lose.
people weighing in, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna lose.
So what do you guys? You on Hong Kong side? Hong Kong people?
No,
The-
dude,
the people of Hong Kong.
we're all over China, man.
Are you? China for the win?
China for the win, dude.
Clearly, we want
Do you-
some monetization results from
Exactly.
this podcast.
Yeah, we want Chinese players to play on a fucking block runner, like upload their dude. That's the thing. Where are the Chinese at in Decentraland, dude? They own like huge portions of Decentraland.
Like,
There's
Chinese-
a Chinese section in Discord that is
Oh, yeah?
dead.
It's dead.
It's
Right?
dead-ish.
And China has like the biggest mining community
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
all compared to all other countries. So
Yeah, there is.
They're
so they're
huge.
huge on Bitcoin.
and crypto in general. You would think they'd be like creating out the app. Dude, maybe they're waiting for like Americans to create, and then they're gonna steal all our shit.
Yeah, they're waiting for
Yeah.
that
They're gonna
shit.
fucking-
Like,
We are the
Intellectual
creative ones, and they
property
just
theft.
take it.
what's
Yeah.
what's that ultra billionaire over there?
Jack Ma,
Yeah,
Oh, you saw that, right?
Alibaba.
he's a very intelligent individual who copies, the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's another one of the things Trump talks about, how like China's notorious IP thefts. We need to stop that too.
Yeah,
They like
if he can
That's my
figure out how to
beef.
do that,
just tax the
props.
shit out of them, dude, pretty much until they do what we say, or until they retaliate and like
Well, the
fucking
thing
start
is,
the next big world
Creating
war.
stuff in China is so cheap that there's an incentive for American companies to continue using China.
Yeah, the slave
like-
labor.
Yeah,
I mean, ethically, it's horrible, but
it is horrible, but
this is capitalism.
from a capitalistic standpoint, that's
Yeah.
your only
Prof-
option to create a
Profit is
business.
number one.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
That if that's the game we're playing, then we're playing that game,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right? That's that.
yeah. We're just a bunch of Americans, creating MetaZone for
Yeah.
for this virtual world.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you know it, there's gonna be like a Chinese version of this, 100%,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which-
it could be.
which is okay.
I don't know if it's gonna be that good though.
It's just going to be a duplicate of MetaZone.
The point is, like, there'll be more users because there's more Chinese people.
Yeah, for
You know what I
sure.
mean? That's the thing. That's
Dude,
the
China's like 3 times the United States population, so
yeah, man. It's bullshit.
So by the way, that was sarcasm. We're all over Hong Kong.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
the
Yeah, man.
people.
the people,
Power to the people.
and it's working. I saw a video today of like their parliament or whatever. Like the politicians are like starting to chant, and like
Yeah, man.
the lady was gonna give like their
they're
version of the State
waving
of
the
the Union.
United States flag
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
because they need support from the United States.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
true.
couldn't even speak. Like she couldn't give her
Yeah.
like address because like they just kept interrupting her. She had to
Yeah.
leave. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if that happened here? Like, you've seen State of the Union address where like
It's
the
dead
president
silent.
says something and like all the Republicans like clapping and the Democrats like sitting there with like mean mugs. They don't even react.
Yeah.
Imagine if like the impeachment shit. It could get to that point where Democrats just don't even let them speak anymore. They just start yelling at them and shit.
Yeah.
could be.
I don't know. The world's
yeah.
fucking crazy, man. That's why we need to create a meta world and just
meta-
escape. We need to just escape from reality. Get
Yeah.
out of this bitch.
Yeah, jack into the Matrix.
Hell yeah. I'm ready.
So yeah, I think that covers everything for this week. We talked about Decentraland, a little bit of China and Hong Kong, NBA, of course, and MetaZone updates.
What's going on in crypto? Not much. Bitcoin's still
Bitcoin's still at 8,000.
consolidating.
Yeah. It's probably going to go lower.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, some people are calling for
I
another
think
leg
it
down.
broke below 8,000 today.
Yeah, it broke a little bit below.
Yeah.
It did?
But if it goes lower, 7,000, 6,000, what do? Just accumulate.
Yep.
Like, what's the worst that can happen? It's not going to go to zero. It's not going to go to 600.
Yeah.
If it does, everybody's going to buy out Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Just
Yeah.
let Bitcoin run its course, and if it doesn't go up by the time the halving occurs, then we got some problems. Something's wrong.
But the thing is, the $20,000 peak happened a year after the halving.
But there was still
A year
a
and a
price
half.
run up pre-halving and then
There
a
was.
dump
Yeah, there was.
post-halving.
For sure.
So if it doesn't mimic those same behaviors, then the market is sick. There's something wrong with something.
It was
wrong.
funny. The day that Backed came out,
Yeah.
the
It started dumping, right?
it dumped that same day.
Of course, that's always what happens. Like when there were the CBOE futures market opened up, that started the whole dumping, dude.
Yeah, it did.
That's what happens.
That's
Yeah,
crazy,
true.
dude.
I guess, yeah.
So yeah,
Sell the news.
make sure you follow the Block Runner and join our Discord.
I think next week will be Syndicator, I think.
Yeah, so hopefully we got an interview with Syndicator.
Yeah.
We got a couple of questions. We want to learn a lot more of that platform. I think it's interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, we need to branch out and see what's out. What else
Yeah.
is out there?
and let us know who else you want us to interview. Right, so we got Syndicator on board. We want to talk to other people. We want to get more into the crypto game.
Yeah, we'll probably get Frankie in here at some point.
Yeah,
just to,
let's get Frankie on here and talk to him.
chat it up. I really want to get that. I talked to you guys about it. It's called Tarian, the game. I really want to get the creator of that platform on here one day.
Yeah,
'Cause
you mentioned it.
He's creating like a gaming specific blockchain called Kaya or Zaya, I think. That to me is very interesting. You know.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Yeah. So maybe get him on there. Maybe reach out to him. I don't know. He's on my target list.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So yeah, we got to collect a list of targets that we want to go after
Yeah.
and just learn a little bit more about them. Just
Like
to
that
see.
would benefit us. Like because if it's
Yeah.
a blockchain specifically
True.
built for games, so Ethereum is a general purpose blockchain. That's why it's so fucking slow. Because there's so much out
Yeah.
there. DeFi,
Yeah.
just dApps and general gambling apps. Everything's on Ethereum. So
Games. Yeah.
naturally it's going to become congested. So if you make it specifically a gaming blockchain,
Yeah, true.
things should be quicker.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right,
Cool.
guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next
time.
week.
Peace out. Time to get some burgers.